So Jeffrey came on my show to solve a DNA mystery, but there was a lot more to this story. Take a look at it.
How you knew that was your baby? She looked just like me.
You knew that was your baby.
She looked just like me.
So this is a
Don't
crazy
tell
fact.
me to get off the face because I'm not to be the one probably take care of her.
No. You ain't take care of your 12.
What you mean?
Your 12.
You ain't gave me the chance
You ain't take care of your 12
You ain't
children.
give me the chance
What are you talking about?
No.
No.
You gotta get them. You gotta get them in your possession first of
Fall
all.
back. Fall back. You better fall back.
You gotta get them for yourself.
This entire time right here, I would never have thought that you were his mother. Why do you think your mother's involved in this?
My mother wasn't involved with me. My mother lost custody of me numerous occasions because of her beating me. I have epilepsy because of her. My mother has been a substance abuser for the past 30 years. I was there, I was present for everything she's done. You know, she's the reason I'm on my toes the way I am. And I hate that I'm an adult, she's still doing the same thing.
Listen, I know that you're thinking that you're supporting your grandchild, but the only way to truly support that grandchild is by making sure that your son has the healing that he needs. This is generational. And so if he doesn't heal, it passes down to her. He needs comforting, he needs understanding, he needs to know he's gonna be supported right now. But I'm also gonna invite you two back to this show. Because until you heal this relationship, every woman you come across is gonna have to deal with this. Come back to the show and I can help y'all figure this out. All right? Jeffrey and his mother, Tracy, are back to see if they can work through their unresolved issues. So everyone, please welcome Jeffrey to the show. Hey, Jeffrey. How you doing? May I have a hug?
How you doing?
Give me a hug, brother. Thank you for taking me up on my offer to come back.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So tell me, why did you want to come back?
I got a lot to say. I got things to get off my chest.
Yeah.
I'm 32 now. This has been happening as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
You know, it's overwhelming, and nobody really knows my story.
I know today you want your mom to apologize. What is it that you want her to apologize for?
I've always been, you know, mistreated.
Yeah.
I've always been mistreated. I only get happiness out of her if she's intoxicated.
I see you get emotional. What's making you emotional right
It's all good.
now? No, it's
And,
all right.
you know, it's always been that way. I've always been her ride or die, but beneficial in her ways. And I've been fighting for this relationship and trying to keep everything, you know what I'm saying? And I just can't find what's missing no matter how hard I try.
Yeah. Like, why doesn't she give you the love that you want?
Right.
Tell me about your childhood.
My childhood. When I was 6 years old, I had seen my mom only a couple times, and she has a sister who took us in, and later on, we were adopted by my grandma. But things that happened before then, you know, example, my mom went to rehab, you know, while I was with my aunt, and she met a man there, she got married, and we were so happy for her. And in my head, I'm thinking my mom's gonna be different. She's not gonna be abusive to me anymore. She's not gonna do substance. She's not gonna be a prostitute no more. But, you know, it's just, she's still the same person.
She was. Is?
Is.
Okay.
You know, it's just repeated behavior. Yeah. Like, as long as I can remember when she fell short, even when I knew she wasn't living right, but I didn't want people in our business, I had her back. My relationship with her is still not easy. Because every time I allow her back in, like the smallest detail, if she can take it and run with it and destroy me, she'll do it.
Got it. Tell me something about the seizures that you used to have.
Okay.
Did you tell my producer she caused those seizures?
Yeah, she did. I got sent to a neurologist. They told me where it came from. They're like, anybody hit you in your head? And things like that. And I was like, yeah, my mom did it for years. It's like, that's where it comes from. So, to this day, I have migraines, I have seizures, I take medication for it. I try to keep myself stress-free.
Got it. Did she testify against you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what happened. I got with someone and, you know, we went through a little something. I was young at that time. It was my first relationship. And we ended up losing my first child. And we got
when you say you lost your first child, do you mean that they passed away or they lost them to the system?
To the system.
Okay, got it. I want to be clear. And how old were you at this time?
I was about 20, 21.
21 years old. Okay.
My last day of the trial, I remember the prosecutor said, do you have any more witnesses? And then it was like, no. And then it was like, wait, the state has one. I'm like, the trial's over. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And my mom walks through the door. High as a kite. It made me so mad. I never thought she would do that to me because, I mean, you didn't make these efforts with us.
How did I get there?
Literally.
How did I get to court? How did I know they was going to court?
I hear your mother in back. Do you feel like she's to blame for how you treat women?
Yeah.
Do you still love your mother?
No. I barely know her. Every time I let her in my life, she always does something for me to let her go again. This time she decided, you know, why would you come through my other child when you put me through hell with these three?
He gave me
You didn't help us.
number.
Listen, we're just going to go ahead and do this because hearing her scream backstage doesn't help us any. So I think it's time to hear from your mother and hear what she has to say. So everyone, please welcome Tracy to the show. Hey.
Here he is. I'm the victim of the what? You came and picked me up to go to court with y'all. I never got subpoena. I walked in the courtroom with you. I dropped you in for your children.
No, time out. You talking about
children.
No, when it first started, I invited
children.
you. When they first started, and then she talked about that.
Son,
she talked about that.
Let me talk. Because my son told those people he didn't want his child with me. All because of her past. They weren't looking at my past. But who I am today, I'm a changed person. I'm a changed person.
So you feel like he set you up by saying, I want her around, and then would cut you off?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And that hurted me.
Why would he do that? Tell me, why would you do that?
I don't know.
I'm going to say,
I don't know.
I'm going to
but
keep
let
it
me
this
tell you
simple.
something.
I'm sorry. I'm going to keep it this simple. The same reason
You know why?
my mama came with Stephanie and not her son. The first appearance. You see what I'm saying here? I already have the whole world against me. You know, I'm going through so much. She knows all about it, and I'm gonna rephrase what she just said.
Why he going through so much?
Hold on. Just give me 1 second.
He put himself through that.
I'm not putting myself
Every
through.
woman that he meet, he beats, and they lose a lot. Their job, their kids, their house, their everything. And I warned them. That's how his daddy was.
Is that why you single him out and like the way that you feel about him?
So I wasn't no victim.
Is it because you feel like he reminds you of your ex, of his father? Does he remind you?
Every spit of him.
That makes a
Now,
lot of
Every
sense.
spit of him.
Like I told,
Everything.
I'm sorry.
Again,
like I
you
just
know
told
what?
you.
He always want to pat in the back on everything that he do. Even when he right and he wrong. And when I let him know that he wrong, I'm the victim. I'm the victim. Oh, you don't know my mama, but I'm warning them how I got death. Domestic violence. How he got death? Domestic violence on his daddy.
Now, listen,
that ain't why he have seizures.
Mr. Karamo,
He have seizures
I'm gonna be
because-
honest.
Let me tell you why. Taking unprescribed medication wasn't his as a child. That's why he was catching seizures. So that didn't come from...
Well, that right there, he would have needed supervision as a child, and that means as a mother, you would have to supervise him. Yeah, and that's sincere.
I came here to get this story out. I don't care what she says. Let me tell you something about my mother. My mother will know that we're being mistreated. People will mistreat us because we're her children. Just like that. We don't know why. It's always been happening.
That's
and
a
she's
lie.
never stuck up for us.
That's a lie.
She's never stuck up for us.
That's a lie.
Let me tell you something else about
That's
my
a lie.
mother. My mother will literally beat me to the smallest things in the world. This is why we got taken away.
my God. Oh,
I was bruised from head to toe.
Boy, that boy is lying
Bruised
on
from
national
head to
TV.
toe.
So
These
why
records for
I
you-
didn't go to jail for
Listen,
all of these things
let me
that
tell
my
you
son
something.
is sitting on this TV line?
I am a war of
Why
the state
did I
until
go to
I was
jail?
24 years old because of this
Why
woman.
did I
and it was
go to
because
jail?
of a bruise.
So, Tracy.
Tell me that.
Okay, just answer this question. Why did we get
Tell-
taken away from you twice then?
Drug.
That was part of it.
That's a
when
lie.
she got high,
The first-
when she got drunk, she turned to me. She always
Oh
talking
my
about my
God.
dad, and she beat
That
the hell
boy
out of
is
me
lying.
all the time.
Oh my. That's
She
a
used to
lie.
beat me so
Don't you
much.
believe that?
Jeffrey,
God,
take a
boy,
seat
you
for me.
better stop trying to make yourself look good.
Tracy.
Clean your heart,
Listen,
man.
listen, man.
Tracy.
Clean your heart.
One thing about
Jeffrey,
me.
Oh my
give me a
God.
second. Jeffrey, you
You
gotta
need to
give me a
clean your
One thing
heart.
about me,
So why
Jeffrey.
I didn't go to jail?
I
Jeffrey,
never
you gotta
allowed
give me
this
a
lady
So
second.
right
why
here.
I didn't go to
Jeffrey.
jail? Let
Listen,
me tell you why they
Let me
got
tell
took
you
the
what did
second
happen
time.
to you. You got your
Because
kids
I was-
taken away.
it was a
They put
friend
her
of
back in
mine.
rehab. Listen,
It
2
was a
years,
friend
three,
of mine.
Jeffrey.
3 years ago.
Hey, Jeffrey.
It was a
if you need
friend
me
of
to help
mine.
You got to calm down
who
so I
was
can get her
going
and calm.
to the
okay?
AA and AA program with me.
So
when she's come to my
Tracy,
house.
can I ask you this? Because I hear what you're saying.
Oh my God,
Tracy,
boy.
I hear what you're
Yeah,
saying.
but you the same every time when you getting ready to lose your
my
children,
God, are you
she dropped my brothers and
serious?
sisters on me. The last time
Like,
her and
I
her
beat- so
boyfriend,
this the
she
only
can't trust
child that
nobody
I ever
else.
beat.
She always turned
This
it to me.
man is
I always got to
lying.
rescue her. I've been rescuing her since I was a little boy, and I'm still doing
What?
it.
You always try to make you look like a king, and you ain't nothing but a queen.
That's your
Straight
mom,
up.
though.
A king
that
don't
woman
beat
house.
no queen.
No,
That's all you do is beat women
I can
to
accept-
make yourself look good.
Tracy,
What
come
your
with me.
daddy ever did for
All
you?
right, nothing.
That's
You either.
just right.
You ain't never did nothing for me.
Right
I
here.
gave you birth.
My face, dog.
I gave you
I hate
birth.
you.
I gave you birth.
That's
I
it.
tried to make you a man, but you always want to be.
You ain't made
what,
me
what?
man. Don't get it wrong. You ain't made me man.
That's all you want to do is beat
I'm the
women.
man I am.
That's all you ever want to do. That's it. And I'm tired. I'm tired of being looked past. I'm ready to go home.
What I witnessed immediately is that there has been so much pain on your end and on his end. Both of y'all have had a lot of pain. And I can even hear from the abuse that you went through from his father.
It's crazy. It really is.
As much as you're saying that the things that he went through are lies, he also has some truth. And so a child would not just be removed if there wasn't things. And yes, you said there's addiction, but there might have been abuse that you might not have remembered. There might have been abuse from his father, and that's why they took him out. But what I'm asking you to do in this moment is just to say, you know what? Yes, you were abused. Because sometimes that pain that sticks with us as children, the same pain that's sticking with you, because I see it with you. You're still in pain from all the stuff that happened to you as a young woman. But what you can do on this stage is listen to what he's been through. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
If you feel like you want to scream, I want you to squeeze my hand. Squeeze it as hard as you can. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. There you go. No, I want no because I'd rather
I'm
no
gonna
listen
listen,
because
and
I'd
I'm
rather
just be quiet,
good because I'd rather
and I'm gonna let it go.
I'd rather you give me that pain versus you giving it to him.
Okay.
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 All right, so let's do this. Thanks. So we understand the disputes and where your memories and her memories differ. And what I helped your mother understand is that right now, because she does want a relationship with you, she said y'all had a great relationship this summer, and she wants it back. And so I've asked her to two things: to listen to you and to take accountability. And if there's something that she feels like is a different memory, instead of going at you, she's gonna hold my hand and she's gonna let me receive that. Because what you need right now is you need just to say your piece. But what I'm asking you is that you have to be calm in saying your piece. Okay?
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
You can do that?
I can.
Awesome. Give it to me. You can tell her what you're feeling.
Okay. I've always tried so hard to prove myself to you. I feel like you really crossed the line with my children, even with Stephanie. Because before I gave you that number, I said, have my back.
Now, I'm going to tell you something really quickly, okay? Because it's one of the things I noticed. There's a pattern. Both times that you said your mother crossed the line with the children, you invited her into that boundary. If I know somebody the first time I invite in and I say, come in my house, and then they rack my house, and now I have the chance to be upset. But if you then say a second time, come in, and they wreck your house again, now you got to take accountability to your own. Right. And so now I'm not saying that that's what she did. By the way, I'm not saying that's what you did. But what I'm saying to you is you can't keep bringing that up. Because what that does is takes away from your accountability in your own life and your own situations. So what we've talked about backstage is the solution for that is next time you say, Mom, I have something going on with my kids and I need you to come and get involved, her response is going to be?
No.
No. Because now there's a clear boundary on both of y'all. Now keep going on with what you need to say.
I'm not responsible for what my dad did. And I want to be able to trust you. And that's a start.
Okay, that's a good start. Now, we talked about this before a little bit. And I talked to your mother about this. She went through many years of abuse, starting at 14 with your father. And so there is a lot of things where, unfortunately, the kid in her does try to reconcile the things she went through, and she sees it in you. There is no reason you should be sitting on this stage today with these abuse from your ears, the hearing, all the things. No reason. I know what happened to you, and I'm sorry. And somebody should have been there to do that for you. But at the end of the day, if you really want him to be a better man, you got to compare him to better mans. You can't keep telling him he's a man that you don't like. What is one thing you need an apology for that you feel that can help y'all set on the path to start going towards a day where you feel like you can show up with her?
I apologize for everything. Everything that I did wrong to you. What I said, what I wasn't there for you, to comfort you, to shelter. Whenever you think that I needed to be there, I apologize. Forgive me.
Can you accept what your mother has said?
Yes.
You can't accept it.
But I get a hug.
Now, I'm not going to even pretend on this stage that this is healed. Hopefully what you've gotten is a couple steps. Well, I see your growth. I see what you've done here today as a mother, and I appreciate both of you for being open. Okay? I appreciate both of y'all. Seriously. First step, I'm going to keep checking up on y'all because I want to see y'all continue to heal. All right?